Hello planty people, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever since I've put a video up. Life has been hectic, let's just say that. But today I'm here to do a little bit of an Albo update for you on my friend's beautiful Albo Monsteras that I am currently propagating for her while she had her baby. If you haven't seen the first parts of this series, check out the rest of my channel. I will try to remember to link them in the description, but otherwise they'll be with the rest of my videos. You're clever, you know how to find them. But I thought today, I just haven't done an update in a while, so I thought it was time to flick the camera around and we'll have a little bit of an update. Don't want you to look at my face too much because I'm tired and I actually burnt my face eating a pastry. I can't eat gluten and I finally found like a gluten-free pastry at my local shops and I was really excited to try it, and then I was so excited that I gave myself a big old blister on my face. So I don't want you to look at me too much today, so we're gonna flick the camera around and look at some beautiful plants. Alright, so we're back at the propagation table. I've moved things around quite a bit. In fact, this table used to be in front of a window. However, we are now moving into winter and I need that window for other plants. So the grow lights have moved against the wall, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's working out quite well. So let's have a little bit of a look through the collection, shall we, and see what these Albos are doing. Speaking of, I do want to show you her beautiful Urea. Probably not saying that right. That I've also been propagating for her. Ugh. That is the first variegated leaf to come out since I cut. This is the cutting here, and then this is the leaf here. Isn't it just have to distract you with how pretty that is. So pretty. And then this is the newest leaf that you can see it's got variegation in there, but it hardens off with more colour, so it'll be exciting to see. But that's not what we're here to look at. We are here to look at her Albos. So I'm going to pull them out one by one, and we're going to see where their growth is at. Now, I can't remember how long it's been since I chopped these, so we're going to post that on the screen. That's the date I chopped these, and that's what, how long it's been. So this is the original base plant. This is the original mummy. This is the original plant that when we started was the one that I chopped up and I didn't cry, but I wanted to cry about. So here we go. Let's have a little bit of a look at what she's doing. So far we have a brand new growth point coming from here, which is looking really nice and evenly mottled at the moment. It's looking nice and green and nice and white at the same time, so hopefully that keeps up. And then she's also decided, can we see it? In under here, look at that. She's taken out a second nubbin. So this will be really interesting to see Mummy continue to grow on from here. So that is our original base plant that we started with, that we were chopping and propping at the very start of our video. She looks a bit different than how she came to me, but that's okay. Now she's got lots of babies. So let's start looking at her precious little babies. First, we're going to start with this, the littlest of all. Now this one is the smallest one. This is the one that didn't have as much of a root system developed when it was planted up. It was, yeah. So if you watched that video, you'll remember which one it was. Now it has, where did I see it the other day? It started a little growth point under there, but you can't really see it on the camera. So far, it's spent more of its time trying to just establish its root system. And so at the moment, we don't have any major root. You can tell it's been a while since I've done this. I can't talk. So at the moment, this one would have been focusing on the fact that it had a smaller root system and it's trying to establish its root system. So we don't have any growth on that one yet. However, we do on some others. So let's keep looking, shall we? So this one is the one that I underpot slightly because I was worried about overpotting it. However, it did have the biggest root system. And since then, I noticed it the other day. Where is it? We've actually got some roots. Oh, I'm not even holding the camera in the right spot. There we go. Can we see them? Because I just watered, so it's all moist in there. There. Can we see that? So we've got some roots actually pushing out to the sides now. So I'm glad that that pot hasn't proven to be too big. And obviously it hasn't because somebody is very happy Excuse me. Thank you. There we go. Look at that. So we have a beautiful... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. It turns out the lid of this mini greenhouse here wasn't on securely and the whole thing kind of caved under. So here you can see she's doing really well. She's got a beautiful little growth nubbin. It looks like it has some nice even stripes in it. Excuse me, we're not focusing on the dirt. The dirt is not important. So as you can see, she's come up well. So obviously that pot is not too much of a problem for that one. This is the one that had the most white segmentation, so hopefully she keeps that up in her new leaf growth, but we're just gonna have to find out. Right, and lastly we have the tip cutting. Now this was the top of the plant that we cut off the very top of the mummy over there, and it's been doing really well. It's harder to get it under the light because she's bigger. So we're gonna just look at her over here for a minute. So you'll remember these were her leaves. She is beautiful. Now she's doing really well. This one has not got any new growth points along the stem here because it was the tip cutting. So what it's been doing is focusing its new growth on the new leaf shaft that's coming up. So you can't really see much of that leaf shaft at the moment because it hasn't started to separate off. You can kind of see it from the back here, but the plastic stand is kind of in the way and now the camera's not wanting to focus. So there is a new leaf shaft forming up the back of the thing here, the stem here. So this one doesn't have any like nubbin growth along here that we're looking for. But what we do have is we have the air layering that's been happening here with this root. And you can see we have our secondary root starting to poke through. The big, the aerial root ended up reaching the corner and has now started to curl back on itself. But that one will be ready to chop very shortly, and yeah, we're going to be chopping here, across here, planting this one, and then we'll have this one that's already planted will start to give its own growth nubbins like our other ones, and this tip cutting will just keep growing from the tip like it already is. So there's your little update on all of the beautiful albos at the moment. I know it's not much of an update, but there really isn't much to show at this point. At this point, it's just waiting for these little growth nubs to actually pop out and do something. Because, yeah, if you missed our first video, me talking about it, we are going to wait and see what the variegation looks like on these plants before we decide which ones are going to be sold and which ones my friend's keeping, and then she is being extremely gracious and letting me have one as a thank you for doing all this work for her. But I have to say, it's been super fun, and I can't help but just like, how can you not want to just glare at these beautiful plants all day? Like, it's so hard. I get like so little work done sometimes because I'll just stand here and be like, it's so beautiful though. And then, yeah, if you haven't seen I haven't done an update on my own channel in a while, but here is a problem child of my own that I've been dealing with, that I will do a video on some of my own problem children very soon. And I know I keep saying that, but I will try. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm not turning the camera around to my face again, so I'm gonna say goodbye now. Please like and subscribe and do all of those things, and you'll get the occasional update when I do update my videos, sometimes. Keep growing like your plants. Bye!